So it seems like we have a little bit of an update on the Dokibird situation, which has been a pretty bit of a crazy one. Now, if you don't know, a while ago there's been a little bit of a PC charity stream or something that Dokibird did, and essentially there was this whole video put out by Cat and Chat, who's been in a lot of controversy recently, especially due to some other stuff going on as well surrounding the Dokibird situation with Alicia X Life, which I've made like multiple videos on. If you guys want to go watch that. It seems like Cat and Chat has been spreading like a ton of like misinformation and just pretty much just being not a very nice person to a lot of these VTubers, which again just does not seem like a person that you'd really want to interact with in this kind of space. And essentially this forced Dokibird to actually make a response. They made this video called Mismanagement of Dokibird's PC auction, led an artist on for a year, and then Dokibird actually responded with a full statement. Now, I made a video going through this entire statement if you guys want to watch it, but it seems that we got a little bit of an update of Dokibird actually addressing this on stream and talking about it, which I think was very interesting. So let me just play the clip and then we'll talk about it. Okay, need to tell the quality. Oh god, there you go, sorry. Essentially, they're just
I'm still using the shitty mic. It's not a shitty mic, it's a Shure mic, but like there's something wrong with it because it makes the sound. So I'm sorry that I've now like made you guys pay attention to it now. So now you're like, oh my god, I can't unhear it. Oh my god, why did you say that, though? Now I hear it all the time now. I can't help but notice it. Okay, you guys don't hear it? Oh, thank god. It might be my BGM. My BGM might be hiding the sound right now. Or I might have fixed it. I don't know. I could be gaslighting. I don't know. Typical Doki. Gaslighting. I knew that Google Doki was real. Can we not? I knew it. Yes, I can make jokes about it now because I've like moved past it. I finally had my Google Doki arc. Now I can't make okay, I know you guys are like, now that you had to do a Google Doki, you can't make jokes about it anymore. You can't make fun of other people for doing Google Dokis, but I can because I have nothing else in my life. You can't stop me. Now I can relate to it even more. Now I have the pass. I'm giving myself the pass. Yeah. Now I can make twice as many jokes about it. Secret ending. I forgot to say, and I said it on Twitter, but I want to say thank you again for all the support, especially when I took that week break off and all the vouchers and everything, and all the outpouring love and support when I had to take that break. It really does mean a lot. I was really scared and nervous during that. So thank you guys. Thank you. I really appreciate it, everybody. Bye.
So yeah, that's pretty much her response to it on stream. Obviously, there's a little bit of kind of just joking around and chatting about it. But it's good to see that Dokibird has actually seen the more positive side for this, because obviously it's been a pretty terrible situation. I wouldn't like to be accused of all of this kind of stuff. And obviously, as Dokibird said there, you know, she felt very like kind of, you know, personally attacked and everything like that, and she was very nervous and scared, you know, due to the fact that Cat had made this video on her, which, you know, obviously was completely misrepresented,
you plus your
and
team
you know,
fucked
just
this up.
didn't really have, you know, much behind it. And obviously this has got 14,000 dislikes now. Obviously compared to whenever I first covered this, it wasn't really seen by very many people, but now more people are picking up on this situation. It's got 14.6 thousand dislikes with only 3,000 likes, and people are not happy at all. And you know, people were commenting as well, people were saying no, that VTuber did not have a problem with people talking about her situation. She had a problem with you clickbaiting her cancer, which again they're talking about some other VTuber that she's also gone after. And it seems like every other video on Catliente's videos, every single video has this kind of dislike thing. People are like almost dislike bombing every single video due to what she's done to Dokibird and due to what she's done to Alicia X Life, Alicia X Death. You know, they've got two names, I'm pretty sure. They got like multiple channels. But again, you know, people are not happy at the moment, and it seems like every single video is getting the same treatment. And honestly, you know, I don't really think that leaving a ton of hate on people's videos is the best thing. But let's be real, she hasn't done actually anything good for the community here. If anything, she's annoyed them and hasn't actually really responded to any of the kind of muck-ups that she's done. And, you know, obviously she did respond to it on Twitter, talking about the whole Alicia stuff, essentially just kind of giving her point of view on it, but she's never responded to the Dokibird stuff and how she got some of that wrong and how, you know, it was very heavily misrepresented, or even covered the response. You know, I'm not even asking her to like get up on a video and say, hey guys, I messed up on this video. I'm just asking you to look through the response and maybe rebuttal some of the stuff that you said after looking through the response. But that's not what happened, because obviously, you know, she doesn't want to, you know, kind of represent that she's been wrong in a video or something like that. And even like, you know, the video is still up. It's not deleted or anything. With the Alicia one, she actually deleted it and gave her the revenue, which is fair enough. But the fact is, she continued to go on about it on these videos, which just kind of proves like her stance on a lot of this kind of stuff. And I feel like, yeah, with Dokibird, there should have definitely been some kind of follow-up video, some kind of follow-up post to it, but all she cares about at the moment is the Alicia stuff, which I think that's wrong. I feel like, yeah, like, especially like going through what Dokibird has said here, obviously saying that she was really scared and nervous about this stuff, like, she at least deserves some kind of, like, you know, apology or some kind of at least response to, you know, give people a follow-up to what this has, because there are some people that do follow, you know, kind of accounts like this that cover drama or whatever, and, you know, if there is no video on it from them kind of with a follow-up, people just assume that's where the drama ended. But that's not the case. You know, you need to make a follow-up video. You need to make a video on the response to that, because you were the one that called her out in the beginning. But instead, it's been absolute radio silence on that, and you're just kind of uploading videos like nothing's happened, and they're getting dislike bombed to hell, because you haven't addressed any of the issues that have already gone on. And they didn't even address the issues in the original apology to Alicia either. They ended up actually doxing her and ended up like poorly censoring her name out on like a PayPal thing, which has now been deleted, by the way. She did delete it, which is good, but it's still terrible to the point where, you know, a lot of people did see that, and I think even Alicia went on to Twitter the other day pretty much talking about it, saying, you know, thank you to channels like mine and other people for not actually showing the screenshot, because it was so poorly censored. You know, it was like a little squiggly line that was like really horrible to, you know, it was really easy to see through, let's just say that. And whenever you look at some of her other kind of posts and videos, it's kind of crazy, because obviously, you know, she censors out, you know, Discord names and profile pictures almost perfectly, like perfectly. Can't see anything, you know, great censorship, you know, well done. But whenever it comes to actually exposing someone's full real name, you just can't, you can't do it for that one, because for some reason it was a little bit different this time. I don't get it. Like, how can you do it for like everyone else whenever it's just a Discord name and a Discord profile picture, but whenever it comes to someone's actual name, you're like, oh, actually, well, that's kind of hard, you know, it's kind of hard to draw a line over someone's name. Oh, I'm sorry, you know, oops, sorry, I'll delete that, you know. And obviously that's what made people think that maybe it was intentional. We don't know. I don't know if it's intentional, if it's an accident, and I don't really want to like go ahead and go after any of that, but, you know, it definitely isn't a very good situation. But that is pretty much everything that is, you know, to do with the Dokibird situation. It seems like Dokibird is now moving on and just like kind of doing her own stuff, which I think is really good. It's good to see that she's now taking a more positive side to it, and is now making jokes and joking about the fact that there's loads of Google Docs coming out at the moment, and that she'll still make fun of all of these people making Google Docs, because it is quite funny to see Google Docs. I'm going to be honest. Like, even though it's content for me and some other content creators out there, I still think it's quite funny whenever like another Google Doc drops and everyone's just like, oh god, here we go again, another Google Doc in the community, oh boy, because it does happen quite a bit. And, you know, obviously Dokibird had to make one, and obviously it's one of the easiest ways to get your thoughts across and kind of get a point across. So yeah, you know, maybe there will be more Google Docs in the future, hopefully not from Dokibird, hopefully from, you know, maybe someone else that, you know, is speaking up about things. But, you know, it's just funny that, you know, she is now, you know, joking about it and just having a good time with her community, which I think is a good ending to this entire situation. But for Cat and Chat, I feel like, you know, it's kind of over at the moment, especially considering a lot of the kind of mismanagement with Alicia and also Dokibird. It seems like the community have not given up on her yet. So, you know, I'll definitely monitor that situation a bit closer if there is anything else that does happen in the future. But for now, if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go to GameSubs, use my code CASA, get 10% off. They got a ton of really cool stuff over there. They got a new JoJo's event on at the moment, which I definitely recommend checking out. And also, they have a free shipping event on for the next couple of days. So I recommend checking that out as well, because again, it looks really, really cool. But hey, you know, Go check it out. I'll see you guys in the next one. And yeah, comment down below what you guys think. But yeah, that's all.